Morning. Are holding in Hilchis Bikurim. We're going to do today in Perek Tes the halachas of matanos that are given to the Kohen from a regular animal, and they are the Zroya, the Lechayim, and the Keva, the arm, the cheeks, and the stomach parts. And we learn it out from a pasuk. So the Rambam writes, Mitzvah says, Elitin kol zeveach behema ta'ira. The Kohen, every person who shechs a behema ta'ira has to give to the Kohen Azroya, V'al-Chayayim, V'akeva. And he brings a pasuk, Shanama v'zeh yiyeh mishpat ha'kohenim. This should be the mishpat ha'kohenim. And then he adds another line, Ve'elu einan mikroim b'chol mokem matanos. These are called matanos. That's the general introduction. Mitzvah zu neheges tamid. This mitzvah is always bein bifnei habayis, bein shlei bifnei habayis. B'chol makom bein ba'aretz bein b'chutz la'aretz. And every place, chulin avalei b'mikdash. Only in chulin, not in mikdash. So, what? They're just the words of the Rambam to analyze. First of all, he brings a pasuk v'zeh mishpat ha'kohen. He doesn't say anything about what you're supposed to do. It'll be a mishpat. Now, for instance, and the Sefer HaMitzvos and also the Minyan HaMitzvos, he doesn't even mention v'zeh mishpat ha'kohen. He brings v'nosan la'kohen. That means there's an asina. Here, there's no mention of what you're doing, just from mishpat ha'kohen. Also, why does he throw in the word tamid if it's going to be anyhow? I mean, what else can it be? That's the tamid. Now, here he ends up Elu hein and the kroim b'chol mokem matanos. Now, he already said this. He said many times in the beginning, Perek Aleph, in Hilchos Bikurim, he wrote about matanos a couple of times, and then in Halacha Tazayin he writes, "Ubalachas elu avar mishpatei hamatanos she'ein tluim matanos mehein habikurim v'hamatanos and the matanos." Now he never explains what they are. He waited till later to tell us. Okay, style, but that's all right. Now that one just doesn't give any indication that there's any issue about this halacha that he says. It's a clear mitzvah zu neheges tamid. If somebody were to ask us, is the Rambam shita deraisa the Rabbanan? Of course deraisa. Mitzvah zu neheges tamid. Right? Now we find out that it's not only a shaila if it's deraisa, it's a shaila whether it's true. In Shulchan Aruch, Simon Samachalav Sif Chav Aleph brings the Rambam Shita, and he writes, "V'yesh mishayim she'ein in the heges b'chutz la'aretz, v'chein noagu." And then he writes, look in the Sefer Chinuch. What is this based on? A Gemara. Amar Rav Nachman Yitzchak in Chulin Daf Kuf Lamed Vavam Beis. The world conducts itself like three of the sages, the older sages. That says when it comes to Reish Agez, which is one of the matanos, though it's not mentioned here as a matana, but it's one of the things that you give from an animal. It's not the matanos according to the Rambam, but the Rambam calls very clearly matana. The Tanya Reloy Reish Agez ain't a yellow baritz. Now Rashi there writes Reish Agez u'adil matanos, also Israel l'chayim keva. The conduct is that we don't give from anything, so that's why everybody, all the Rishonim, try to understand why, and the Rishonim explain is that the discussion in the Rishonim is there a specific reason why only Reish Agez, or is it all matanos? Also, did Rabbi Loi only say Reish Agez, or perhaps he said matanos? So there are various girses, various discussions. There's Taisus, there's the Ran. But according to most Rishonim that I've seen, it's all midrabanan at most. Now the Ramban comes along and it says a very, very nice explanation. He says, Reishis Hagez, they took out. And they said, just like Truma, not all over, Reishis Hagez, not all over. It's a Truma type of. On the other hand, the matanos, they made like challah. Challah's all over, matanos all over. Now, there are places that we spoke about last week, last Shiur, and the Rambam earlier, that there are places that you mechuyev to bring truma, even not Eretz Yisrael. Yeah, but that's because truma has to do with tevel, so they're more machmir. But whereas these are not just about ton, it's not to do anything with that. Why is there a difference between challah and matanos and Reishis Hagez and Truma? It's very simple. Not all people own fields. Not all people own animals. So not everybody gets to. Not most people. Not all. A lot of people don't own. So therefore, we didn't make a takana. But everybody gets meat, or at least most people eat meat, and since they eat meat, they do their shchita. Since they're shchita, you got to do Israel time. That's what it is. And same thing with challah. Everybody eats bread with challah. Very interesting approach. And he writes, and then he says the clincher. And the heck is my birthday in Chutz. And by race again, he says no. Not like so he wants to say that Rambam holds also the Rabbanim, but I don't know how you read Rambam like that when he says a mitzvah zun heges. Some sefer goes into this more riches, and we'll get back to it. Okay, so let's give us a synopsis of what's going on over here, just generally what we're trying to. That this din of mitzvah zuna heges tamid bein b'fnei habayis bein shlei b'fnei habayis Rambam writes b'chol mokem bein baris bein b'chutz la'aretz, that is only midrabanan according to the way the Ramban understands the Rambam, and whereas Reish Hagez, that clearly says the Rambam not. And then there's a discussion whether it says B'chlal that maybe all matanis are not neig b'zman hazeh according to Rabbi Loi, but the Girsa Rashi is only Reish Hagez. Okay, but I'm not here to disagree with what Rishonim say, but the words of the Rambam, mitzvah zun heges tamid, doesn't sound like the Rabbanan, and therefore I would assume that he holds midraisa mechuyev everything, and especially I think that's why he stresses the word tamid, mitzvah zun heges. This mitzvah goes on forever. If he would only say mitzvah zun heges, that could be the Rabbanan. A mitzvah zun heges tamid, I think, is just a nail to make sure you don't think otherwise. It's a mitzvah t'midus. So why? What's the difference? What's shouting around shita? Perhaps the Gemara in Chulin brings a reason for this, and the Chinuch quotes the Gemara and puts some flavor into the pshat. And he writes, "Ki b'schus Pinchas Aviyam, shekinei le'lekav al dvar kozbi, umasa nafshe larig nosi shevet miYisrael al kedush Hashem, zachu banav akyanam le'elam v'matanazu me'esaket." He was zeiche for this. Azraya, and he goes through why Azraya, L'chaim, and Keva, each one for the reasons that they have. Now, Mashor says like this: Ratzalaima, Shezeh Haschar Zraya L'chayim V'Keva Hoya B'Mido. It was commensurate, Ke'en HaMaisa She'osa Pinchas. Similar to what Pinchas did, Azraya, Keneged Hayad, and he goes through. Oh, so now listen to this. V'Ramaz Lozeh B'Kra D'Chsev V'Zeh Mishpat HaKayan in Meizeh. Loshem Mishpat Leinema B'Chol B'Chav Dalad Matnas Kuna. The word Mishpat wasn't said anywhere. In all the matanas we give Gan, 24 matanas. Ella B'Zraya L'Chaim V'Keva. Why? The Ratzalaima, the Eila matanas Ulam B'Mishpat. This is a legal transaction in response to what Pinchas did. Oh, so now go back to the Rambam. The Rambam doesn't bring in the Sefer Yad the passing when not San HaKohen. He's speaking about the Zayir Mishpat HaKohen. Why? Doesn't say anything there. It just says Mishpat HaKohen. Doesn't say what to do. So that, according to Mashal, is beautiful. He's stressing that this is not like any of the other 21 matanas. This is a mishpat. This is a din. This is a kinyan. A moment is the kinyan. This is a financial transaction that they have. They got it as a legal settlement, for so to speak, for what Pinchas did. And that's why he stresses it. And what he's doing is he's explaining why this mitzvah is Meyagas Tomid, as opposed to other mitzvahs that get bottled after outside of Eretz Yisrael. And it doesn't matter because this is not a regular matana. This is not a regular Chav Dalit Matnas Kuna. This is a special halacha. This is a mishpatik halacha. This is a keish mishpatik, not halachas that belong in Yeridea and in places of where you just give matanis. Isavaheta type of things, or this is a mishpat. This owns it. They own it. And perhaps that's what the chinuch says. Ki b'schus Pinchas ha'ish get it. The zachu bana v'kein leila matanis. Leila matanis. Similar to the Rambam. Leila is Tomid. So now we understand even more the word Tomid. This is not shaykh to stop. We made a transaction. It's mine. It belongs to them. So they own it. They own it inside a mishpah. They have a legal claim to it. And perhaps that's why he adds here the words Ve'elu anim kroim b'chol mokem matonos. These are called all over matonos. What's he saying? He's not coming just to tell us the name. That we said already, that there's matonos. And they good. What he's telling you that these are not just, this is not from the nice, and this is the matana that they deserve. And as the Gemara says, he loved he wouldn't have given him the matana. A matana is a transaction type of thing. And it's like a sale. They own it. There's an ownership. And that's why it has to go la'ilah. That's why the Rambam is so holy matanas are not like anything else. Not because they're similar. They are a new gather that has nothing to do with any of the other 21 matanas. Okay, today we're going to stop over here. A little shorter, but that's good. Everybody's gesund. Rabbi.